Pokemon Center hit us with an absolute curveball by making their newest specialty set, Prismatic Evolutions, available for pre-order on their website. Now this is just for the Pokemon Center ETB, which in all fairness will probably be the hottest item out of this set. So this is going to be my initial reaction. I'm not here to overhype it, but I'm also not here to downplay it. You know, I think it's kind of weird how all of a sudden being excited for something in this hobby has become cringe. I don't understand that. But regardless, I wholeheartedly believe this set is going to be objectively good. I don't see how this set could possibly be bad, at least for collectors. People are calling this the Evolving Skies 2.0, and again, this is not cringe. This is actually very accurate because it's focused around the EV evolutions. Who knows if we're going to get Rayquaza or Dragonite as well, but regardless, EV Evolutions, that's what Evolving Skies was all about. So of course there is a lot of hype revolving around this set. It might be a little too overhyped for the vast majority of the community. There's a lot of FOMO going on, especially if you want to get your hands on a Pokemon Center exclusive ETB, which have sold out in under 10 hours. That is absurd. For the first 2-ish hours, I believe you could get a case, which is 4 ETBs in an order, and then they recently updated it where you can only get 2 ETBs per order and you can't get multiple orders anymore. Well, obviously because it was sold out, but when it was 2 ETBs per order, you could only order once. Now don't come for me in the comments, I placed 2 orders. I initially didn't get an email confirmation for my first order, so I placed the second one because I knew this was going to sell out very shortly. Also because Pokemon Center's website was extremely buggy when you can order 4 at a time. So I thought it was going to sell out like immediately. So I just wanted to make sure that I got an order. I'm probably going to cancel my other orders. So there might be 4 ETBs available for you guys to fight over on the Pokemon Center randomly. Now what's interesting about this timeline is when you could order 4 at a time in the very beginning, that would count as a sealed case. So I definitely see sealed cases of the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs for this set to go absolutely bonkers. Now to talk about the actual cards, obviously there's going to be EV Evolutions, but there are going to be a whopping 32 special illustration rare cards. That was not a typo. So all the EV Evolutions, including most likely Eevee, will get an SIR. I'm also interested to see if the EV Evolutions will get a regular illustration rare treatment. The promo card for the ETBs is in Eevee. It looks amazing, and we will have to get that card in Japanese, so most likely there is going to be a full line of SIR EV Evolutions and a full line of IR EV Evolutions. And that's insane if that's the case. There's also going to be trainer cards getting the SIR treatment, and I have a feeling they're going to be a play on with the EV Evolutions. I'm 99% confident we're going to get a Penny SIR as well. It would just make too much sense. But something I'm extremely excited about are the Master Ball Reverse Holos coming to English. I wanted a new Reverse Holo treatment for so long. Even the regular Pokeball Reverse Holos are awesome. I think the Pokemon TCG needs to do more of this in the English side of things because almost every Japanese set gets a different reverse holo. Why can't they do that for English? I mean, it's the least they can do for these specialty sets as well. I'm curious to see what other Pokemon are going to be featured in this set aside from the EV Evolutions. Obviously, there is already a ton of hype around it. It's currently sold out. There are other third parties out there with crazy prices for their pre-orders too, but I'm going to say if you missed out on the Pokemon Center exclusive ETB, just be patient. This set will definitely have a few print runs. I think it will be even a little bit more available than 151. There's a lot of cool sealed product coming out as well. I'm interested in their surprise box. I think that's what it's called. I have no idea what will be in that, but I mean, it's a surprise. There's also a cool EV bag as well featured in one of their collection boxes. Now, obviously, this is going to be a fantastic set for collectors. Like I said, I'm not going to overhype it. I'm not going to downplay it. This is just my genuine reaction. And if you are out there trying to convince yourself or others that this is going to be a bad set, you are insane. It is going to be objectively good. And to be honest, there isn't even really a bad set in the Scarlet and Violet era. They all individually have like their positives and also negatives. Some sure are more boring than others, but for the most part, they're all pretty cool and include very cool cards for collectors. I'm curious to see what the meta cards are going to be like that come out of this set. We already have a look at some of the EV evolution cards, and they utilize a lot of different energies for their attack, so I'm thinking there's probably going to be a trainer, maybe even an A-spec trainer that will help out with this, because it's not practical to run too many different energies in your deck. And of course, since it's a specialty set, we're probably going to see reprints, probably going to see Professor's Research, Boss's Orders reprints, who knows. We could probably use a Rare Candy reprint too, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's my initial reaction of this set. It's going to be good. FOMO is warranted when it comes to the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, it doesn't matter if it's stamped or not. Yeah, people want stamped promos. I want stamped promos. You want stamped promos. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's a great collection piece. It's something sought after, you know? And to each their own. People might not want them. That's fine. People might just care about the card itself and can settle for a regular ETB. That is perfectly fine, but you don't need to downplay it. People are allowed to have their own opinions. People are allowed to be excited more than others about certain things. It's fine. What I will say is this set is worth picking up 1000% when you can. This is not a set that you're going to want to skip out on. So that's what I have to say about Prismatic Evolutions. I think it's going to be great. If you enjoyed this content, if you want to see more, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.